What happened when you had Reno?
With the camera.
No, they don't. I told them it was going to stop, and it stopped.
The camera was dead.
Yep. Sometimes it goes dead. Today I got full charge. Today will be okay. So what happened? It used to be summer. What's going on right now?
Couldn't believe it. The house was very cold.
I like it like this better. It's like 60 degrees out, it's a little overcasty, kind of chilly.
It's 54 degrees.
Joe's saying 54. How you buying?
How you doing, Martinez? How is it? And anybody on?
There's no Martinez here, Joe. You keep saying it. The paper says it's 64 degrees.
Where? In
Here.
California?
Here.
They mistaken 54.
My phone says it's 64.
Really?
Joe says it's 54. I gotta be honest, it feels chilly. What's poppin', everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob, along with his faithful sidekick and strictly plutonic
How you doing?
soulmate,
Jerry, how is it?
Jordan Joe.
Jerry.
What's poppin'? It's going to be one of those days, Joe, I can tell already. I got all the heavy hitters in here. Seashell sells seashores down by the Seashell Street is here. That's all I care about. Your old buddy Alfred Cluse is here.
How you doing, Mr. Alfred?
Shout out to Alfred and everybody in Canada. Clara's here. I see Clara. I can't see nothing. Daniel's here. Daniel, where the hell you been? Rev's here. Hi, Rev.
How you doing, Revlin?
How's your
you doing,
vacation?
sir?
Hi, vacation. Hey, vacation's in here, Joe. Hi, vacation. How's your vacation?
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Big. I just want to say hi to everybody. Yesterday, Joe. Hi, Rob H. What's
Hi,
poppin'?
John Ramsey.
Hi, John Ramsey. Yesterday, Joe, the camera died. I blame you for that. I don't know why I blame you, but I blame you for that. Sad news today, Joe. I'm not going to do it at the end of the show. I'm going to do it right now. Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer has died today at the age of 79 years old. Now, I feel bad because for decades, a decade is 10 years, Joe. So 10 years times several, 20, 30 years, I was saying that Jerry Springer, when he died, would rot in hell. Now, I'm not going to say it today because, first of all, he just died. That's horrible. But I felt Jerry Springer would throw his mama down the steps for $1. The lives, the hurt, the pain that show. Now, towards the end, it was all scripted. You know, your brother slept with my transsexual mom at the wedding. All those things were all just people wanting to get on TV. I found out today, the last show was 2018. I did not know that. I used to always say, why do people still watch Jerry Springer? I was a huge Jerry Springer show fan. Steve Wilkos got his start on the Jerry Springer show. Jerry Springer, Joe, was the mayor of Cincinnati. WKRP in Cincinnati. Jerry Springer was the mayor, Joe. Do you know who Jerry Springer is?
The mayor of Cincinnati.
The mayor of Cincinnati. He had a TV show for 27 years called The Jerry Springer Show.
Ohio.
And Cincinnati, he was the mayor before he became on the show. And Joe, he ended up getting fired as the mayor because he bought a prostitute. I think you're allowed to buy prostitutes. I don't know. But when you're the mayor, you shouldn't use a check. He used it. The guy paid for a prostitute with a personal check. It made all kinds of headlines. Now, this is before he was the Jerry Springer we knew. It just said Cincinnati mayor fired for a check for a hooker. Who pays a hooker in a check? You know what I'm saying? Who pays a hooker in a check? Slemmer, you got an exclusive there. I forget her damn name. Caroline, the lady who killed Emmett Till. The woman, the white woman who said that Emmett Till whistled at her. He was a 14-year-old boy, Joe. Black 14-year-old boy. She said that he whistled at her, so her husband and her brother kidnapped him, tortured him, killed him, and it helped spark the civil rights movement. Emmett Till, a little 14-year-old boy, he was beaten so badly and deformed. His mother heroically said, let's leave the casket open because I want the whole world to see what they did to my baby. Emmett Till, at the age of 14, suffered one of the most horrific, brutal deaths ever because this woman, who now has been deemed a liar, said that Emmett Till whistled at her. If someone knows the name, if you could put it up, Ambrose, I'd appreciate it. It's Caroline or something. It won't be in this paper because she just died this morning. I hope she rots in hell. To do what she did, they mutilated that poor boy. Absolutely, Tom. Absolutely. They killed him. They destroyed that mother, the family, all because the woman said that this little black boy whistled at her, and what turned out not to be true. The husband and her brother were both arrested for the crime of a horrible murder. They were both acquitted because that's racism in America. And anyways, long story short, she died today. Rotten hell. You're not getting. And Jerry Springer died today. God bless you, Jerry. I hope good things in your afterlife.
How are you?
Jerry's dead, Joe. I just thought that his show, and I'll have more about the Emmett Till thing tomorrow. I thought Jerry Springer's show capitalized on the worst of people. Very rarely would it be anything that brought joy or happiness to anyone, except the people who wanted to see people get hurt. I am very sensitive. I got my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the world, and I hate to think about them, people getting hurt. Hey, Joe, I'm wearing a Knicks hat today. Now, you know I'm a New Yorker, Joe, for over 30 years. But I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. That goes without saying. But I'm repping for my Knicks today. Happy shout out to the Knicks. They won a championship game. They're going into the second round of the championship. Thank you, Joe. First time in over a decade. Spike Lee is happy. Stephen A. Smith is happy. New York is happy. And here is our thumbnail. Here's our thumbnail. Joe don't care. You think Joe cares? You think Joe gives a crap?
How is Jerry doing?
Jerry died, Joe. You keep asking about Jerry. Jerry died.
Jerry, our other one.
I don't know another Jerry. Jerry James. Anybody know a Jerry James? I think Joe's just making up stuff again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why this is here, but look. If you want to get a BBL, that's a Brazilian butt lift. You can do it. Here's her butt. Before and after. I like them both. Joe's, whose butt do you like better? The one on the left or the one on the right? I don't like it. I don't like a butt. That is inhuman to have a butt. Anybody with a butt should go to prison.
What I got to have those bigger pants down? For what?
She's at the beach, Joe. She's at the beach. This one has on pants, and this one here's at the beach.
And Arab women don't do it.
Well, Arab women do not do that. Shout out to them. God bless them. Fordham, I think, is a university. Well, I know it's a university, but there's also Fordham Road.
It's right here on 57 and 9.
That is correct. It's like 58 and 9.
It's a law school.
Look at this. Wild Goose traumatizes Fordham kids. Look at this lady hiding behind the tree.
Why?
I think because this, look at here, he is chasing the people up the steps of that church. And here he is over here chasing people. A goose first of all, a goose is like a size of a small dog. They'll chase your ass. Usually it has to do with their mates or their
They want to steal his egg.
or their babies. Something's foul. Whoever wrote that should be fired. A goose has got his gander. Something's afoul. An ornery goose terrorizes the Fordham campus on TikTok. Maybe the goose has a TikTok channel, Joe. What's the problem? College kids, but they've got bird brains. That person should be fired as well.
He looks cute.
He does look cute, Joe. It was scary. He's running around chasing people.
But he's not going to hurt you.
Let him run up and poke you in the balls and tell me he's not going to hurt you. Joe, the Air Force has suspended 2 leaders of the intelligence unit where the Pentagon document leaker, Jack Teixeira. By the way, he was in court today. This kid's looking at 50 years in prison, Joe.
21 years old.
21 years old. His family is mortified. He is saying that he put it on a Discord. By the way, I have a Discord here. Rev runs the show. Rev made the Discord. He runs the Discord. Go into the Discord and check it out. Me and Joe will be sitting in there holding hands with our shirts off today, Joe. You want to take your shirt off and hold my hand, Joe? That's a no. That's a hard no from Joe. Go into the Discord. Rev will put up the link there. Come on. Come into the Discord. Come check out the recipes, pictures, all kinds of cool stuff in the Discord. I'm going to be dropping by today.
But some of
I need to drop by.
documents were...
It gets in the way of my gay porn addiction. What'd you say, Joe?
Some of the documents actually profited USA.
Some of the documents profited USA. I doubt that they're happy.
You
he
know
leaked
what
it.
happened? Because many countries, they were supporting Russia and USA didn't know until those documents came out.
All right.
And the big point on Egypt was supplying Russia with rockets.
Are you supporting him leaking the
it's
document?
I'm not supporting, I give my opinion.
Yeah,
There's no support. I can't do nothing. I'm not a judge.
I am. I judge him. Throw him in prison.
Well, he will be thrown in jail.
Here's a guy. Here's a vagrant. They're calling him a vagrant. Here's a vagrant chasing someone down the street with a crowbar. And then here he is smashing the person over the head with the crowbar. You need to get your hands in closer there, bro. You're doing this. That's not gonna do this. This ain't gonna protect that. This looks like it took place in San Francisco, Joe.
Well, from now on, we have to wear bulletproof chest,
A bulletproof chest
and
vest
and a helmet.
and a helmet.
And we're walking.
We're going to be doing our shows with a bulletproof vest and a helmet. This lady's carrying 2 bicycles down the street.
It's a cute bicycle.
Cute little bicycles. We got some kids. Somebody's getting a
I
little
think
gift.
for her kids.
Maybe. Either that or she stole 2 little bicycles.
No. She
No?
didn't steal. She doesn't.
Joe knows her. It's just some lady, random lady walking by. Joe is going to vouch for her.
Well, yeah, she wanted to make her kids happy.
There's nothing wrong with that. There could be more happiness.
You hit him on his head.
You hit him on the head, Joe. A radical Oakland, California DA is under fire for going easy on 3 gangbangers. There's the 3 gangbangers. I don't know who this little angel is, but if she's in a picture with 3 gangbangers, it's probably not a good. Shot a 5-year-old girl through the heart, killing her. These 3 gangbangers, Joe, shot a 5-year-old girl through the heart. What should happen to them, Joe?
The firing squad. Is that
Absolutely. No, I agree. The judge was very lenient with them. Wonder how the judge would feel if it was
the guy who
his
fired
child.
was
All right, here we go. We talked about it yesterday in a Boogie Bob exclusive. Kid porn purchasing cop's tale of twit tape. What's the point of a stupid kid porn purchasing cop's tale of twit tape? You couldn't have said that. The people should be fired for these stupid headlines. Procrastinator redundant on the misinterpretation of. Just say the shit, bro. When I was a janitor, Joe, I used to tell the ladies that I was a technical maintenance engineer in charge of sanitation instead of janitor. What do you do for a living? I'm a technical maintenance engineer in charge of sanitation. The suspended New York City police officer, why is he suspended? Why is he not in jail? Accused of buying child porn, admitted to feds that he paid a young girl on Twitter for a sex video, according to a recording played Wednesday at his trial. Timothy Martinez. Is this the same Martinez you always say hi to, Joe?
Martinez, about 1 million.
1 million
guy,
Martinez. So it's not the same Martinez that Joe is always.
USA maybe 1 million.
1 million just in the USA.
Latin America maybe
10 million. 100 million. He's also allegedly handed over a federal investigators a laptop that contained child porn images, separate and apart from his other laptop, which authorities seized. So he had a separate laptop, which is a little treasure trove of horribleness on there. The cop was recorded by Homeland Security. On the recording, Martinez allegedly confesses to paying a Twitter user named Maya $50 for a video of a teenage girl masturbating. She sent the clip through the platform's direct messaging. A video, I don't. Listen to this, Joe. Ultra right beer. Ultra right beer. Sounds racist just reading it. Ultra right beer, the brew launched by a conservative dad in the wake of Bud Light's partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, is expected to surpass over $1 million in sales. I don't want to drink that beer because there's a transgender on it. I'm going to drink this other shitty beer because some guy doesn't like it. Maybelline is the latest company facing boycotts because over its partnership with a transgender social media influencer, Dylan Mulvaney. Man, Dylan Mulvaney's racking in some cash. You go, girl.
That's sex discrimination.
It's according to Joe, sex discrimination. Ladies, this is just for the ladies and some other guys. This is just for the ladies and for Rev. Look what we got here. Jason Momoa. Oh, he's a hot one. Joe, look how good looking this guy is. You like him?
Like what?
The guy.
Well, like how can I get like that? You did.
You're being sexual discrimination.
Does he make babies if I like
Joe, that's sexual discrimination right there. You don't like this guy? Come on, Joe. What's wrong?
I like him as a friend.
As a friend. They're strictly friends. There's nothing else going on.
I like everybody as a friend.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Do you like me as a friend, Joe?
Yes.
I'm actually surprised at your answer there.
Even an enemy,
Even an animal.
I'll ask him to be a friend again.
So who do you love more, me or that bird over there?
That small bird doesn't hurt anybody. But you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that I feel bad. I don't want to ever hurt Joe's feelings. I apologize if I hurt your feelings, Joe.
What else?
Well, we're going to find out, Joe. Apparently, I'm a pretty shitty person. I hurt Joe's feelings. What did I do to hurt your feelings, Joe?
About this guy. No,
because I asked you if the guy, do you like that guy? I like the guy. He's a good-looking guy. I didn't mean, do you like the guy? I didn't mean, do you like the guy? I just meant, do you like the guy? I'm not going to do the Donald Trump rape story because that upset Joe yesterday. He's on trial, not for rape. He's on trial for
she had a pain when.
testifies through the pain. She's crying on the witness stand. I can see how that would be very traumatic if somebody sexually assaulted you, forcefully raped you. I don't care if it's 30 years ago. It would still carry a really horrific stain in your life. Singer Harry Belafonte. Joe, we talked about him yesterday. What a treasure.
Yes.
Joe called it. The guy's from Jamaica. You must be from Jamaica because you Jamaican me crazy.
Very beautiful voice.
A wonderful voice, and this is
It's make you dance when you sing.
the Harry Belafonte I knew. In 1999, he bought 3 pairs of socks for $5. He shopped at, and he was just a very down-to-earth, regular old Joe Blow, Joe. I met him at the film shop. Big thrill for me.
Well, he was a civil rights advocate too.
Absolutely.
I remember years ago.
Ron DeSantis he's the governor of Florida. He was supposed to be the big rival for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's killing him in the polls by like 30 points.
Too much noise.
I don't even want to get into all this, but we'll talk about it a little bit. Here's the old piece of shit that shot this young boy. A guy goes and knocks on his door because he's looking for his little brothers, twin brothers. 80-something-year-old man shoots him through the door. Get off my porch. Look at the face of this racist piece of trash. I hope you die in prison. I'm sorry.
That's when I go to the
Can't
country.
do this to people, Joe.
When I go to the countryside, I see bullets flying. Boom, 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 boom. They exercise over there. And then one of those bullets gonna hit somebody by mistake. You know, they exercise in the countryside.
That's the fact. They exercise the right to bear arms. This is Heather McDonald. This is a piece of shit right here. Her whole story is about how the media is biased in the racialization of crime stories. In other words, the media is making a big deal about these kids being black. Well, let me tell you something. I believe if this young boy was white and he would have knocked on that man's door, I don't believe he would have been shot. His own grandson said he was a racist. Watching Tucker Carlson all day was the replacement theory. I can't do it. It hurts my heart.
Yeah,
Put the damn guns down.
News,
Texas. Good old Texas. I'm a Texan. I'm from Waco, Texas. I was born there. I'm very comfortable not being from there at this moment. Shoot, let's pay them.
On teachers.
They are going to pay teachers to carry guns. Do you think it's a good idea for a teacher to carry a gun, Joe?
Just have good guards for school. We don't have to
hire guards. Hire guards. Don't have a teacher. How many videos a day do you see a teacher getting in a fist fight with a student? A student's going to punch a teacher and a teacher's going to shoot him. Or a teacher's going to get their gun stolen out of their desk. Texas teachers could be paid up to $25,000 to carry guns in school.
That's about his salary?
That's about her salary, or their salary. Teachers are so important to the world, Joe, and they get paid nothing. I support all our teachers getting a raise.
25 is nothing.
I support all our teachers getting a raise. If anyone knows her phone number, I need to talk to her immediately, Joe. It's really important. Joe, do you know her phone number?
Remember what she is wearing?
She's wearing a really pretty dress. That's Paulina
Is that a
Gretzky.
dress or just a piece of
It's a
cloth?
piece of cloth. It's Wayne Gretzky's daughter. Holy smoke. Vermont Elementary School says it will no longer use the word male or female. Okay, I'm done. That's called woke. Now, I'm all about woke. I want equal rights. I want people to be known as who they are. But I think taking the word male and female out of any conversation. A Vermont elementary school says it will no longer use the words male or female when teaching 5th grade about puberty. I remember sex ed, it was probably 7th or 8th grade, we had sex ed. And they weren't, it couldn't show videos back then, but they were showing like a picture, a diagram of boobs. And I popped a Woody in class. The teacher's like, Bobby, come up here and show us on the diagram. I go, no, thank you. Bobby, get up. What's your problem? I can't at the moment, ma'am. I was like sweating, like, oh my God, if I get up and they see my cloth and my pants going like this, I got a problem. I think the teacher was probably used to us. He said, okay, Bobby, breathe and take it easy. You can't walk up to the chalkboard with a Woody. Bobby, do you have a roll of Tic Tacs in your front pocket? Those are silver dollars, ma'am. Those are silver dollars. Teen stab victim started a fight. Teen stab victim. The person stabbed started a fight. The 17-year-old who was stabbed to death on a Brooklyn street Tuesday. This is horrible, Joe. We covered this yesterday. Instigated a fight with the attacker. Nobody should stab anybody, Joe, but obviously if you're going around instigating attacks on people, the other person who feels threatened, or usually the instigator's the tough guy, the bully, a lot of times the bully gets stabbed or shot. Police, and I'm not blaming the victim here. Police questioned a person of interest in the death of Alex Colonder, who was stabbed numerous times in the torso at 4 p.m. in Bed-Stuy. Those birds are fighting, Joe.
You get in?
Chain of Bronx crashes in a stolen car chase. Joe, this is how they're doing meetings now. All of my employees and managers want me to do a damn Zoom meeting. I'm really not with it. This guy right here hacked his way in and started whacking off. They're like, Donna, it's good to see you. Steve, hi. Michael in accounting. Larry. Who's the guy in the corner whacking off? I'm Billy. Billy, would you please stop whacking off during our Zoom meeting? I'd appreciate it. Hacker whacker. An online Brooklyn Community Board meeting was hijacked by a masturbating creep Wednesday, forcing shocked administrators to temporarily shut down. See, Joe, this is how they have a meeting now because of COVID and stuff. And there's a nice lady here, there's a nice guy here, and this guy up here is masturbating. What do you think should happen to that guy, Joe?
Send him to...
Should he be murdered?
Send him to Bellevue.
Hi, yo, Ange. How are you? Send him to Bellevue. Steve in accounting, what are your projections for Thursday? I think we're going to probably rise above the Dow Jones, Larry. And by the way, the guy next to me is whacking off. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. I'm in love with your body. Trump, his new ads are demanding that the ungrateful Ron DeSantis drop out. I don't think Ron DeSantis has actually dropped in yet. Donald Trump presidential campaign has called out Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in a new TV ad attacking. One thing about Trump, that boy can attack. He's going to attack you. If I did my show today and I said, I don't like Donald Trump, and someone told him, he could be literally destroyed my life. Boogie Bob, horrible YouTuber, stupid, got some old guy, look like he's drunk. It's just a horrible, everybody's talking about it. He's a loser. No one watches it. Just absolutely pathetic. Now, if I said I liked him, he is great, fantastic. He's got the best show on. Joe, why don't we get to it? How's everything, Joe?
When are you gonna run for the senator?
I'm not running for nothing. I would be horrible at everything. I can't say no to people. I can't say no to her. Hey, girl.
You'll be fired in the second
I'd be
day.
fired the first day.
Because those women, get me
The
your
women,
number.
yes.
One after the other.
The first thing I would like to do is buy apartments for 100 women. As your new mayor, the first thing I think we should do is buy apartments in my building for 100 women. It's important. It's important. Joe, I think it's about time that I bust around. I'm not bust around.
Really?
Rev usually calls me when there's something going on internally. Something I missed, so I'm going to watch Rev right now and see if he's going to drop some knowledge on us. Usually it's a birthday. I don't know. Rev called. I said, hey, Rev.
Happy birthday, Rev, if your birthday today.
It's Angie's birthday. So, Joe, Angie's birthday? Can this be, Joe? Joe!
What happened?
One of my favorite YouTubers, Joe Ange, it's her birthday. I finally got to meet her on Easter at the Easter bonnet parade thing. Ange, happy birthday. I hope it's the best birthday ever. And guess what? Oh, it's a big one today because Jordan Joe's going to sing you a lullaby. Now listen, I tell all the ladies, when Joe starts singing, don't be driving. If you're driving a car, pull over. There's a very good chance you might wreck.
Joanne?
No, Ange. Ange is fine.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Joanne. God bless you on this day. Be healthy and stay healthy. We wish you to live 100 years and more. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Ange. God bless you. I would love it if Rev. I enjoy your show very much. Guys, there's a lot of YouTubers whose show I don't enjoy, and I don't plug their show. I enjoy Ange's show because Ange is kind and fun and just has a different skew on things than your regular walker talkers. I can't watch a lot of them because it's just redundant and stuff. She's actually very sweet, very nice, very funny person, and I enjoy her show, so I would love it if, there you go, right there. Treaton just dropped a gem on him. Treaton's a fan.
How you doing?
Guys, you don't just, it's her birthday. How you gonna not go over? Valerie's follower. How you gonna not go over and follow her? And then you gotta hit the bell. And unless you're a piece of crap, you gotta buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug if you got them. Ange is very kind and very nice, and I'm so happy that we're friends. And I've been watching her for, I don't know, about 2 years. She's a lot of fun.
Well, next year, in the winter, we're gonna go to Florida and broadcast from Florida because we want to have warm weather.
Okay.
And in the
Sounds like a
summer
plan.
we come back here to the
Sounds like a plan.
we,
Hey, go
we
ahead,
are
Joe's
we
lying.
won the lotto, so we are not worried about money. I think.
Yeah, we're not worried about money. Joe,
Yes.
you ready?
Yes.
It's about time that I bust a rhyme. I'm not bust a rhyme, but when I bust a rhyme, I'm here to let you know that we're about to flow. It's time for the Jordan Joe Show. So let's go. Yesterday, Joe, yesterday we had Libra and Scorpio.
Yeah,
My battery died. I blame Yo Ange for
I
that.
got them.
I was watching Yo Ange's
One
show
more.
for hours, and my battery drained. And I blame Yo Ange for yesterday's thing. Antonio, God bless you. I hope you're feeling better, my friend.
Yes, you did.
Joe, we got those two from yesterday, and we'll do two for today. And that's all she wrote. Let's see what we got going here on the Wheel of Deal. It is Virgo.
Yeah.
Where it stops, nobody knows. I think we're gonna leave it up to Boogie Bob today. Boom. Libra. Sorry, already got Libra. Boom. Already got Virgo. Boom. Ooh, we're gonna do Sagittarius. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Joe, do me and you push and pull like magnets do? I'm in love with your body. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Joe's getting ready to vomit.
I
on the
don't
table.
understand your language.
I don't
you,
understand.
you use a strange language. I don't
Joe,
understand what you mean.
Today when you do your thing, I want you to roll your R's as long as you can roll an R.
Libra.
Joe.
Libra.
No, you have to say Libra.
Libra.
That's a short R, Joe. I'd like you to roll the R. If you had any
You,
consideration.
you may regret that you allowed an opportunity to pass you by. But don't worry about it because even better opportunities are on the way. I hope so. Your dreams can still come true, so act quickly and decisively when you get that second chance.
Your dreams can come true. I think Joe's talking about something.
I hope.
I hope so.
I hope I'll have some money.
Oh, money. Joe's about money.
Yeah.
Joe's never about the
All right, we have Virgo.
Virgo.
You will come under a lot of pressure today. Most likely on the work front. Fortunately, because you are such an organized person, you always seem to have the time and the space to catch your breath and work out what your next move should be.
That's keeping your eye on the prize, Joe.
Scorpio,
Do you know any Scorpios, Joe?
it's you. Let me see what's coming to you.
Let's see what's coming to you. Come on, baby.
At
Daddy
least-
needs a new pair of shoes.
At least one of the decisions you take today is destined to have far-reaching consequences.
I hate it already.
So make sure you think deeply before taking action,
Why do you hate me, Joe?
especially on the work front where your efforts will not go unnoticed by people in the position of power.
I'm the only
You
one
do
that-
your job carefully and nicely, I know that.
Thank you, Joe.
All right. Sagittarius.
I don't know what the hell Joe's talking about.
Sagittarius.
Yep. Sag
Uh,
gang, stand up.
Are you trying too hard
Are you trying too
to
hard?
live up to someone else's expectation of who you should be? According to the planets, that could be a real problem today as you will be tempted to overextend yourself.
I'm just making sure no birds are pooping on my
Have,
mix hat.
have the courage just to be who you are.
Have the courage to be who you are. Joe, you would have made a great pirate.
How is everybody now?
How was your vacation, Joe?
All right, I'm going on vacation in about
On the 6th, on the 6th.
Let me guess.
May 6th.
Where are you going, Joe?
Pennsylvania for 3 days, maybe 4 days.
Joe likes Pennsylvania. He's going to go skiing, playing basketball.
Basketball, yes. I'm gonna actually train the U.S. team for the Olympic. If you wanna come and watch me, you're welcome.
Joe, I have a bridge in Brooklyn that I'd like to sell you. Are you interested in purchasing a bridge for $40?
I would sell you that bridge,
$40 right now, Joe. Cash in hand.
and even if you want a Chrysler building, I'll sell it to you.
Chrysler building? How much, Joe? I'm interested.
Any amount of money you put down, it's enough for me.
All right. How about $2? $2.
What's that?
I don't know. Well, birthdays, Joe. You got birthdays? Because, you know, growing up, birthdays was the worst days. Now we drink champagne when we're thirsty. Shout out to the notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace. Brooklyn, stand up.
Well, today is...
I got to work all week, Joe. I don't got a day off until like next Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with myself.
On this day, President Grant was born.
President Grant. Wait, Joe.
Is the 18th president.
Is he a Taurus?
I think
He's a Taurus because I learned that from the Mighty Bull.
Yes, but his, I think his photo picture on the $50 bill, isn't it?
It is.
Grant.
Hey, Joe. Do you know who's buried in Grant's tomb?
He and his wife?
You are correct. Grant. I don't know why they just throw his wife in there, but the old joke is who's buried in Grant's tomb? It's Grant. What are you, crazy?
All right, we have someone else.
Happy birthday to Ulysses S. Grant.
Happy birthday, Mr. Grant. In your grave, of course, we pray
Who died
for you.
200 years ago.
We pray
Happy
for you.
birthday.
Samuel Morse. He's the inventor of the telegraph. You remember we used to
I
have
do.
telegraph and we sent to your right in the front of your
Morse
door.
code, he invented Morse code, and Morse code was a thing of dots and dashes. And they would click it, dot, 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 dash, dash, dot, 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 dash. So SOS, which was save our ships or save our souls, SOS was a standard help, mayday, 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 SOS. SOS was dot, dot, dot for the S, dash, dash, dash for the O, dot, dot, dot for the S, the other S. So dot, 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 dash, dash, dash. That's how they did telegraphs
Yes.
back then. Back
Right.
when Joe was a kid, they did telegrams that way.
Great inventor. Yeah, I used to have telegraphs. Yeah.
Did Joe, you got hemorrhoids. Did it.
Yeah, a great inventor. All right, Enos Slaughter. Who is Enos Slaughter?
Enos Slaughter. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Someone help. Where's Ambrose when I need him most? Enos Slaughter.
He's a baseball Hall
I
of
don't
Fame.
know. Yeah, I just don't know what team he was on. He's a Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah.
Enos Slaughter back in the 50s, maybe. I mean, Joe, you're an old man. I'm a young kid. I don't know these things.
You don't know those people. Jack Crockett.
Oh boy, look at this guy. This
I
poor
got
guy.
it,
Hold
I
on,
got
hold on.
it.
This poor guy, pigeons his shit all over his. Poor bastard. I've been right where he's at.
I don't think I need better.
Look at him. Joe, look at him. He's
There
wiping
is one bed above him.
pigeon shit all over him. He's got it like on his hood, on his back. Every time I wear my Tupac shirt out here, pigeon shit on me. I blame Joe because poor bastard. He's just sitting here on his lunch break. He got bird shit on his. By the way, that's a Boogie Bob exclusive. A bird shit on a jacket. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. What else you got, Joe?
Jack Klugman.
All right. Anybody want to weigh in on Jack Klugman?
No,
Yes.
remember?
Jack Klugman was Felix. So Oscar Madison. from The Odd Couple, Joe. Brilliant show. He got typecast after that, but he was Oscar Madison, a grumpy, dirty, unkempt sports writer in New York City. And he was roommates with Felix Unger, his childhood friend. Felix Unger. Felix Unger was a neat freak. And Felix Unger, super neat, and Oscar Madison super sloppy. They became The Odd Couple, one of the biggest shows in the 70s. Took place right here in New York City. Jack Klugman died many years ago.
Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem, the golden voice. Today on the top 10 with Casey Kasem, we're counting them down. Elton John with Tiny Dancers at number 10. And I used to watch him. He not only was on the radio, one of the biggest radio guys of all time, but he had a TV show. And you do the Casey Kasem top 10 countdown or top 40. He died a horrible death, Joe. He got dementia. His wife and his family were fighting over. He was a very wealthy man, fighting over his Hollywood home. I can't remember the whole ins and outs, but it was not a happy ending for Casey Kasem.
He was Lebanese origin.
All right.
Jim Keltner.
Who?
Jim Keltner.
I demand answers, Joe. Who?
You don't know who is he?
Nope. Jim Keltner.
He's a great, the drummer of Bob Dylan, if you remember.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. I wouldn't have known him, but I mean,
Jim
certainly know Bob
Keltner.
Dylan.
Okay. All right.
Like a Rolling Stone.
George Gervin. Who is that? Basketball?
He was a basketball player.
Yeah, 71 years old today.
George Gervin. I think he's still alive. He's an all-time great. I'm not sure if he is or not.
Who is Lizzo?
Lizzo is an African-American singer, songwriter, choreographer, Grammy Award winner, Tony. I think she might have won an Emmy or a Tony for one of her things. She's not only, she's a large woman.
A good
Shout out to the big girls. And she, not only that, Joe, but she has embraced that as her sexual powers, her prowess. She is also not only a phenomenal singer and just really funny and cool. I like her. She's also a flautist, Joe. Do you know what a flautist is? Don't say yes, because I'm going to ask you, what's a flautist, Joe?
A rapper?
Nope. It's a person who plays the flute.
Oh, flute.
And she's a world-famous, world-class flute player. She's played in orchestras, and she's played on stages, and during her concerts, she gets out there. By the way, I played the flute, but that was in college. The skin flute. What else you got, Joe?
All right. We have one more English aviator. Her name is Sheila Scott. She completed the first round of the world, first flight around the world. Around the world.
Ooh, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's on...
I went around the world, but that was in college. It was not as fun as I thought it would be.
Okay, you know who died on this day? Magellan. You know
Magellan. He really went around the world. Magellan was I think he was an astronomer and an explorer. And
all right, you know what happened to him?
Nope, but you're going to tell us.
When he, of course, the other lucky, discoverer before, they usually discover a country and take over. But this guy, he tried to go to Philippines and take over with it.
Don't say they killed Magellan.
They hang.
Why are you laughing, Joe? I don't believe that. I think that was another guy.
They killed him over there.
I need Ambrose to Google that.
Yeah.
Look at this. Ambrose already on it. Ambrose says, yes, he was killed by Filipino natives at 50.
Yeah.
So Magellan was like, yo, I'm the guy. I'm the man here. this is my new place. They said, oh, really? We're going to kill you. And they killed him.
You did it in Australia and here. but
Christopher
you're not-
Columbus is lucky that shit didn't happen to him.
You're not going to do it in Philippines.
I promise you, if the Native Americans or the Indians had a time machine, they'd go back in time and chop up Christopher Columbus as soon as his boat landed.
Well, he is the colonial power, there's colonial powers like that. The Native Indians didn't have no firearms. All right.
We have.
Why are you laughing at him getting killed, Joe? I don't think that's fun.
Well, he was to take the country, I think it's his father. He inherited the country from his father.
I've known Joe for 2 years. It's the first time I've ever heard him laugh, and he's laughing at some guy getting hung.
That doesn't work everywhere.
Hey, Joe, I was hung, but that was in college. All right.
Edward Morrow. Who is Edward Morrow?
Edward Morrow was a famous actor, Joe. He was killed filming The Twilight Zone, the movie The Twilight Zone. What happened, Joe, is in the segment. By the way, the segment did air on the movies. The Twilight Zone movie is made up of about 5 mini movies in it. The first segment is a racist white man who's blaming all his ills, all his problems on black folks and on Jews. And then he woke up he left a bar after talking crap about Jews. He walks out, and now he's in Nazi Germany, and he's a Jew. The Twilight Zone. Ed Morrow runs and hides and hides. He finally rescues 2 young children, and he escapes being a Jew in Germany, and then all of a sudden now he's in Vietnam. Yeah, I got the wrong guy. Ambrose, Edward Morrow was a newscaster. I'm going on for 30 minutes. Tell me who the guy that was killed in Twilight Zone, please. I'll just type in killed in Twilight Zone. The helicopter crashed. Ed Morrow was a guy who did newscasts. Was not the guy in Twilight Zone. Oh, Boogie Bob's wrong sometimes. Fuck out of here. I'm wrong. I'm rude. The guy who, I bet his name doesn't even sound like Edward Morrow. The guy who died in, in the Twilight Zone movie, Vic Morrow. Okay, you can see what I did there, Ambrose. I had the guy. Hey, hi, ma'am.
Vic Morrow?
Well, it's Vic Morrow. Vic Morrow died in Twilight Zone. I said Ed Morrow. Bob Moron. I'm a moron.
No, Edward Morrow was a newscaster.
Why'd you let me go on for 30
If you
minutes?
remember person to person, I was
Officer?
his famous broadcast called Person to Person.
Person to person. Never seen it.
Never
What else you
had
got?
it?
Never heard of it. Never seen it. Joe, I'm a young kid. You're an old man.
Yeah, well, you have to.
I'm in my early 30s.
You have
Joe.
to grow up.
Anyways, Vic Morrow. 2 morals. The sun's gonna come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar there's 2 morals. Vic Morrow was a curmudgeon of an old school actor, Joe. He was in the Twilight Zone movie. He left the Nazi Germany skit. Next thing you know, now he's a guy in Vietnam, and the Viet Cong are chasing him. He picks up 2 young children, Joe, in the movie. 2 young actors, and he's carrying them across the water, and there's a helicopter above them, and the helicopter falls. The stunt goes horribly wrong, and the blades chop up at Vic Morrow and the 2 young children. All 3 killed
That's
on the
real
set, real life. All 3 killed on the set of the Twilight Zone. Very, very sad.
Well, yesterday, a very important person died, who was Belafonte, right?
Yes,
You told him.
yes, we covered it
Yeah,
a couple
we covered
times.
it.
Very
Yeah.
important, not just to music and television and TV and African Americans, but a civil rights.
Advocate. Yeah.
Lord, give me strength. Joe, That is Vince McMahon Jr. He owns a billion-dollar company. Wrestling, WWE, sports entertainment, the biggest company in sports entertainment. Being sued because a black writer says he is racist and the company's racist. And I can tell you something right now. For the first 30 years of WWE, there was no black champion. Google it. There was no black heavyweight champion. You would have your Hulk Hogan's and your Iron Sheiks and your Bob Backlunds and your Bruno Sammartinos. Rocky Johnson, The Rock's dad, wasn't world champion. Tony Atlas. I can't remember the first one. Coco Beware, Junkyard Dog. Nope, nope, and nope.
I have to sue him too because he never took an Arab as a wrestler.
He did have the Iron Sheik.
I'm gonna sue him.
The Iron Sheik was one of the biggest wrestlers in the WWE history.
In
You know,
the
he was.
60s.
I know, 70s and 80s, and he ended it in the 90s. He was actually the bodyguard for the Shah of Iran. He was an Olympic gold medalist. He is still alive, believe it or not.
Must be in his
America. World Wrestling Entertainment ordered up racially tinged plot lines for its scripted matches that included having a Muslim wrestler admit he was responsible for 9/11. It's horrible. And another in which a black wrestler was held captive in a cage. It's horrible. And Vince McMahon, for some reason, about 2 years ago, in one of the promos, a promo is when they're doing the skits backstage, he went up to one of the black wrestlers and said, "What's up, my N-word?" He didn't say N-word. On live TV. "What's up, my N-word?" Did not go over very well. All right, Joe, what else do we got? Let's get on with the show. I think the show was about ready to go. Look, Joe, we're coming in right on time today. Joe, you got anything you want to say to your fans and supporters?
How are you, my fans? I hope you're doing good. We're sorry about yesterday. We have to cut the show.
I blame you for that, Joe.
Because
my battery.
Because we ran out of
Here's
batteries. Yeah.
Every time, guys. There he is. There's the man.
Well,
look at this guy, Joe.
Well, here is the wrestler.
He's a very, 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 very. Hey, what's poppin'? Joe, did you wave at him because he just gave us a thumbs up?
He looked here. I don't know why.
I don't know. He, ooh, shit, that was scary.
He looked at you.
Not because he's a black man.
Maybe
He's a big-ass, huge man.
Next time he comes here,
I might have to interview him. Joe, he just went like this. I was like, hey, can I buy you a soda, sir? He's a bouncer, not even a bouncer. I don't know if that's the right word. He's a doorman at the bar right down the street.
Really? That's the bar.
Joe, he's a very, very large. I don't think they could tell on the screen how large he is. Joe, what do you think of that guy? You see anybody larger
He's
than
around 6'4".
I'd say that. I'd say 6'4".
He
has a barrel chest.
He weighs around 300 pounds.
And it's all solid muscle.
Very muscular.
And he just went like this.
Don't go with the fight with him.
Don't go with the fight with him. It'll be a very short fight.
Yeah, very short. Very short.
Joe, the Yankees. But if he wants a problem, you tell him that Joe said it. If you guys know him, you tell him Joe said he's got a problem. Right, Joe?
But don't forget, there's a lot of people like him, nice people. They're
Very
down
nice.
to earth.
Very nice.
You talk to him, he's like a kid. You know, he talks
Very nice.
Down to earth.
You don't want him to be very mean. Joe, the Yankees beat the Twins 12-6. What do you think about that, Joe?
Well,
I don't care.
Who knows what's
Joe
going
knows.
on.
Let's see what else we got going here, Joe.
Here is he on your...
It's a guy for the Jets. I will say this, that Aaron Rodgers, the soon-to-be Hall of Fame quarterback, for the Green Bay Packers has been traded to the New York Jets. I'm hoping that the Jets can do something with this and he can bring them into contention. We shall see. Brittany Griner, Joe, do you remember who Brittany Griner is? She's the woman who was kidnapped by Russia because she had drugs in her...
3-4 months ago.
Well, she was sentenced to
And
12 years.
I told you she's going to be out in a month.
Well, it wasn't a month. It was over a year. But it was. But you were right. She did get out. She is home. She's cut off her braids, her dreads, and she is playing. She's announced that she will play this year. Here's what happened, Joe. She said she had to play in. She will never go back to Russia, and I don't blame her. She's in their Russian gulag for a year for a vape pen that she bought legally in Colorado. Can't bring it over there, though. She will never go back to Russia. She said that, she's one of the highest paid basketball players in the WBA. And she gets about $140,000 to $200,000 a year. So people like LeBron James gets that per quarter, per game. So, LeBron James can play and make $14 million or $18 million or $20 million, $100 million a season. And the superstars in the ladies' league make nothing. So they have to have another job. $200,000, I couldn't even survive on that in New York. I don't know how she would survive on that. I can't survive. I'm doing it now. But I can't imagine being her with her mortgage and whatever else she has, her lifestyle, making $200,000 a year. That's great money for a lot of people, just not great money for a huge superstar. So she has to play all year round, and she goes to supplement her income by playing in Russia. And then she will not go back. She will not be going back. The New York Knicks, no, they're in the playoffs. It's like hell has frozen over. The New York Knicks have been absolute. Listen, they're one of the premier teams of all time. Madison Square Garden, New York City, the Mecca. They're shit. They've been shit for over a decade. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Anyways, long story short, the Knicks advanced last night. New York is losing its mind. Hence, my New York Knicks hat. I am still a Warriors fan.
How you doing otherwise?
How you doing otherwise? Joe, I think that's all she wrote. Joe, what I'd like to do, Joe, it's our anniversary. Did you know it's our anniversary? It's for you. It's our 2-year, 3-day, and 6-hour anniversary, Joe. I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee.
Thank you.
If you let me.
Yes, I love it.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you. I ask you to please, as always, be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. I'm going to work like the next 5 days, no days off. I'm already suicidal thinking about it.
Have a nice day.
I'm working. I'm leaving here. I'm running home to change, and I'm going to work.
Right.
I want to thank everybody, I mean everyone, who's joined our community of the Boogie Bunch.
Who called you Reverend? What's wrong with the Reverend?
What's wrong with the Reverend?
He called you.
He did. Where's my Boogie Bunch? Here's the story.
Maybe he left a message.
He might have. He just wanted to tell me that it was Joanne's birthday. And you sang a beautiful rendition for Joanne.
Oh, that's why?
Here's the story of a man named Boogie who was living in New York City on his own. He was one man with a YouTube channel, but he was not alone because he had a bunch of really cool subscribers, and he knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this crew should somehow be a family. And that's how we became the Boogie Bunch, and Joe, the Boogie Bunch, and Joe. This is how we became the Boogie Bunch. Is Cindy Brown Ocean in here? Did I just sing that in front of Cindy Brown Ocean? The only person in my company besides me that gives a crap about my company? Thank you for tuning in. We will talk again real soon.
Likewise, thank you, Emmett.
Thank you. The Boogie Bunch.